Namaskaram, all of you. In this video, I will be sharing with all of you my secret of writing written ability tests fabulously each and every time. So I have been giving a lot of mock WATs, and each and every time I write an essay, my mentors have always kept asking me, pestering me as to how do I come up with such fabulous points every time I write an essay, whether it be on a topic that I understand a lot about or on a topic which is abstract. And that is not on accident. There is a secret to it, there is a way I do it, and in this video I'm going to share exactly that with you. So open your pen, papers, notebooks and write down the secret to giving or writing good WATs. Let's get started. We will learn today with an example, and this is a real example. This is my IIM cap VAT topic which we are going to discuss today, and how I approached that topic. So it is not just any random thing that we'll discuss, it's based on a real world WAT. We'll do that with an example. We'll also see the framework to approach your WATs. All right, let's get started. First of all, what is it that you need to write good WATs or good essays? First and foremost is insight. You need insights. That is, you need knowledge about the topic that you are writing about. So for that, you must know about current affairs. You must have a good understanding of various topics in a general sense. So not in a very in-depth sense, but at least in a general sense, you must know about topics so that you can write essays when they are given to you. All right, so one is understanding of knowledge, which we will not cover in this video. In this video, we are going to cover the framework that you need to write a good VAT, which means you will be able to start thinking with speed by the end of this video. And second is, you will be having the superpower of easy recall. Thinking with speed is extremely important when you have to create frameworks and points in your mind, so that you can have those fabulous points in those 20 minutes, which is a very short time, and also write that down. So to do all of that, you need frameworks, which we will be discussing today. Now let's talk about step one. Step one is feeling to point. What is this about? It's about when you get a topic, you understand how you feel about the topic. There are only three ways you can feel about a topic. You can feel either against the topic, you can feel neutral about the topic, or you can feel for the topic. There are only three ways in which you can feel about the topic. Now, once you understand what you feel, you have to convert this feeling into a point. Make sense? This is what you need to do. Now, what is this about? Let's understand with an example. Now, my original, as I said, the example which we will discuss today is about the IIM CAP experience, or my IIM CAP WAT, which was use of Chat GPT for homework assignments. Is it better learning or is it promoting dependency? So that was the topic. Now, when I understand or hear this topic, what do I feel? I feel that ChatGPT is something which is positive. I feel positive about it. I feel for the topic. I feel that it does not promote dependency, it promotes better learning. That is what I feel. So, with my positive feeling, I will write down my point first. So, if you do not know, they will give you a rough work area where you need to start by writing exactly in this manner. All right. You first note down that I have a positive feeling about it. Then you say, what do you support? You support that ChatGPT promotes better learning Make sense? This is the first step that you have to do. You have to understand your feelings, align it with a point. Let's go to the next step. The next step is understanding what are the parts of a point. So how do you do that? Immediately you think of two or three things that are connected to the topic. You think about reasons to the topic. So the parts of a point are, you have to come up with three reasons. Any essay, you need to come up with three reasons or three sub points that you're going to talk about in the essay. All right, remember this, you need to come up with three reasons. So you write down in your rough work reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. You write down three reasons. What did I do in my example? I wrote down that we were over here, right? We said we feel positive. Our point is it promotes better learning. And the three reasons which I had thought about on that day was, we will bifurcate this essay into whether it helps in learning, whether it helps in ideation, and whether it helps in execution. So there are only three types of homework assignments. Either they will tell you that you have to learn something, or they will tell you you have to ideate about something, or they will tell you you have to execute something. So there are three ways in which ChatGPT, or for that matter ChatGPT, can be used for homework assignments. All right, so break it down into 3 points. So this is known as parts of a point. Let's go to the next step, which is step 3. Step 3 is parts of a reason. Now you have the three reasons, now you need parts of a reason. So for any reason or point or sub point, that you have, you can have supporting points to it. What are the various kinds of supporting points? The first kind is you can have supporting facts. Second is you can have supporting explanations. You can have supporting reference. That is, maybe somewhere somebody had said something, or there is a quote of some famous individual, or there's something which you can refer to as, okay, you had read something in a particular newspaper or an article. That's a reference. Then there is an example or a supporting example. So you can remember this by the short term FERE, or fair. Instead of here, fair. All right, remember this. There are 4 kinds of subpoints: facts, explanations, examples, and reference. All right. Now, what was the different supporting points I had written in my example in the interview, or in my WAT in IMCAP? I had said that we had 3 points: learning, ideation, and execution. For learning, I had said that I will write down an explanation about it and an example. For ideation, I had said I will only say or write an explanation. Execution, I will only write an explanation. So it depends completely on you, what you want to write, what points come up in your head in that particular moment, that is what you write. But remember, there are only 4 parts. In your mind, when you write down your WAT, just during a rough work, think about it. Do you have any facts regarding it? Do you have any explanations regarding it? Do you have any references? Do you have any examples? So try to remember something. If you don't, just explain the point. That's it. All right. So for these 2 points, as you can see, I did not remember anything else, so I just explained it. That's it, and it's okay. All right. Now coming to step 4, which is conclusion. Now, how do we conclude the complete essay? For concluding the essay, there is only one way to conclude it, and that is positively. How do we conclude positively? So, this is what it is. If you initially felt negative about the topic, that is, you are against the topic, then you must come up with a solution to the topic. If it's negative, you should come up with a solution or present a positive view. If you initially came up with a positive or a neutral experience or point for the topic, so either you felt that you are positive or for the topic, or you said you were neutral about the topic, in that case, you must again come up with a positive or a optimistic point of view for the future, and that is how you conclude. In my case, I concluded by saying that in the future we expect to see ChatGPT helping a lot of students, lot of industry professionals complete their assignments in a much more positive manner and in a much more helpful, practical and pragmatic manner, so that it actually helps the world, as opposed to just doing another homework assignment which does not mean anything. So that is how I concluded, and that is something that was even praised. So in my interview, when they had read about the topic, they praised me on this particular point, that I presented an optimistic view and I had an interesting point in the first point in learning. In learning, I said that I had written an example which they praised. So if you can find out either facts, explanations, references, or examples, they will praise you for it. All right. So that is all about the conclusion. Let's finish this with a flow chart. Take a screenshot or a photo of this particular screen. It starts with feeling, where you can feel against, neutral, or for. Then you come to a point. Then you have 3 reasons or 3 points, sub-points for your main point. Each reason can either be supported by explanations, facts, references, or experience. And finally, you come down to your conclusion, which is either solutions or a positive viewpoint of the world. So that is the complete flowchart. That is how I come up with good WATs or essays and crack them each and every time. All the very best for your WATs, and I'll be coming back with new videos again. Subscribe if you like it. Bye bye.